Here we are back live here on kjagradio.com, and we have two great artists with us today. We also have from our Sunday radio program Samantha, and so Samantha, you've got two great artists here, my friend. I'm going to let you start the interview off here, my friend, and then I'll jump in when I get a chance here.
All right, so how you guys doing today?
Excellent. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, yes, you're welcome. So what got you started into, creating music?
Well, I know for me, I've been involved in music probably since birth. So, Ricardo, I mean, I think it's the same for you, right? You've been involved with music your entire
Since 10
life.
years, 12 years old, more or less in my case, yeah.
Yeah. But we had an opportunity to meet on a site called compose.com, and that is how we got our project started.
Oh, wonderful. Did you have any influences growing up with music?
Absolutely. For me, when I was younger, 80s rock was a big influence for me. Hart, Ann Wilson, she's got an amazing voice. But Pink Floyd and Journey and all of those types of bands were big influences for me, and as well, I think for Ricardo, a few of them.
Yes, I think sometimes we talk about it, and we started that at the pandemic. Yes, when it started, then I think myself and Rebecca, we had the opportunity to create songs and to focus as I never did before. And then I'm, in love with progressive rock, and Rebecca, as she said, she has another sometimes different influences. So when we got all together, so we have our song. Yeah, it's this way it works. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that pandemic, that was definitely a kind of a positive, because I think it got people to be able to tap in a little bit more to their creativity. So if anything, we'll take that as a positive,
Yeah.
But are you looking forward to kind of getting back into live performances and such?
Live performances would be great. Absolutely. I think there might be an opportunity maybe this year for me to travel to Brazil, and maybe we'll have an opportunity to perform live there.
Yes, it's a process in which we are releasing single by single, and we make a kind of small celebration for each single, and then at the very end we are going to release an album. To release an album, and then when we do it, maybe we have the chance to meet for the first time, and to play. That's our, but we are going slowly, step by step. Yes, very very slowly, and very, how can I say, realistic. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Where can we find your music, for people who don't know, where can we stream and listen and just tap in?
Absolutely. You can find us on Spotify. You can find us on Deezer, Apple Music. We're on all the major platforms. Ricardo Margadona is the name of our actual YouTube channel, so you can find all of our songs on there as well. And of course, we have a website which gives you links to all of these places. So if you go to ricardoandrebecca.com, you can find you can learn about us. You can learn about the creation of each song. And you can read what people are saying about us, because we have a review page on there as well.
That's amazing. Is there a favorite single of yours that you've done?
We were just talking about this today.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
Well, my current actual favorite is one that we haven't released yet, and that will be released in February. But so unfortunately we can't hear that. But Just Like, which was our first creation, happens to be my current favorite still.
Yeah, for me it's the second song, Standing in the Void. So far is the, it's the more impressive for myself even. Yes, as Rebecca said, our new single that will be released in February, mid of February, I think it's going to be my favorite soon.
Middle of February, that's around Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's good for the couples, around the world.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. You got something, Jiggy?
I'll tell you, you guys are amazing. So, how do we connect with you guys to get your music?
Well, like I said, you can currently get it on Spotify. You can get
Fantastic.
it on Apple Music, Deezer, all of those places. You can log into YouTube. You can find us. And the easiest way to get the links to all of those places really is to go to our website, ricardoandrebecca.com, and you can launch to hear all of our music directly from there.
Awesome.
And you're on I'm sure social media as well.
Oh yes, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, absolutely. So on Facebook, we're also Ricardo and Rebecca. We on Facebook, so you can find us there. On Instagram, we do have separate accounts: Ricardo Margadona and Rebecca Riss Music on Instagram.
Awesome. Do you have like on your Instagram? Do you have like post some of like your videos or like the short music clips or anything?
Absolutely, we've done that for sure.
Okay, because one thing what I do, Jiggy can tell you, I share so much like artist music like in my stories. So don't be surprised if I'm going in like sharing it and
yeah, please tag us.
you.
Absolutely.
Okay, I got you.
Thank you very much.
So, where do you see your guys' music and everything that you're doing in a couple years?
Well, we definitely don't have a specific genre when we create music, but it really, if we had to choose one, it would be very along the lines of progressive rock. Sometimes the songs are heavier, sometimes the songs are lighter, sometimes Show Me How, which is a song that we did, has beautiful classic guitar sound to it, and it's more like a ballad. I see us just continuing to be inspired. You know, you never know where inspiration is going to come from, right? So, you know, just he may play a riff on a guitar and he'll say, what about this idea? And, you know, maybe I'll sing a little melody line back to him. And, you know, sometimes inspiration happens over tomatoes.
And the nice thing to add is that when we do this process, like Rebecca said, we have a lot of musicians around us that that appreciate the songs and join us to get the song more rich sometimes even. So we put all the positive energies together, you know, and then we have these songs. And if you see these songs, we always have support of some other musicians. And that's nice because we involve the people also in our projects, yes, and they want to be involved sometimes. Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful movement going on right now. You know, and then with you guys kind of, I guess, doing everything literally kind of virtual, you can tell you guys have that, you know, positive just energy. It's like you can still feed off of each other's energy, which is great.
Absolutely.
So when you guys, if the time presents itself and you guys can perform out in front of people and everything, what are the plans there?
Well, I think we were looking at if there's going to be a festival this year. KISS FM in Brazil does a festival every year, and we were thinking that maybe possibly we could be involved in that if that occurred this year. But beyond that, because we are 5,800 miles apart, we haven't done a lot of talking about playing live, but you know, wherever we can, and if the opportunity is good, we would absolutely do so for sure.
Yes, and I think we also can create our opportunities. Yes, like we did so far. If we decide to make a kind of release, you know, and you know, we can create one event. I don't know. I don't think it's impossible. So, but as I said, we are going step by step. Yes, and doing everything we can do with the better we can do. You know, better quality, better feelings, better you know, energies. and then I think we can do it also. Yeah, but we need to go slowly and realistic with our lives, yes, our individual lives and the distance. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Sure.
what's been some feedback you guys have gotten on your music?
Well, like I said, you can go to our website and read all the reviews. We've gotten some amazing feedback from people all over the world in different avenues as well. You know, we've gotten feedback from fans, we've gotten feedback from radio DJs, we've gotten feedback from other musicians, and we've got feedback from even a record label. You know,
Awesome.
Really cool things. And you know, everyone says that we complement each other musically. You know, the way that Ricardo plays, the way that Ricardo creates, and the vocals that I bring to the music as well. I mean, it just works so well, and it creates our sound.
Yes.
Yeah, and also something that I think it's remarkable when I listen from, you know, from the people when they go with, they bring feedbacks, is that we are kind of authentic, you know, musicians, and the songs they sound authentic, you know. We are not copying, we are not referring, you know, anyone. So it sometimes is also difficult when I go to talk with people in the studio and they ask me, oh, what's the reference of your song to you know, they support in mixing or mastering, and they always ask me a reference. For example, they want me to say, oh, okay, it's Pink Floyd, so they could have a reference to adjust the sound, you know. But it's difficult for us because we are not referencing. We have our influences, of course, but we are not copying or even reference any artist. You know, we are creating from zero each song.
Yeah, that's a great thing. I think it's great to be authentic and unique because it'll make you stand out, you know, aside from other people. So that's great. My hat's off to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
So as we wrap up here with you guys, what is the latest set of music, and why should we check it out, and where can we do this?
All right, excellent. We just released a song on January 15th called Echoes of Yesterday. It is already gotten airplay in the UK, in Australia, in North America,
Brazil.
Brazil. So it's like has this classic rock vibe to it, like 70s, later 70s classic rock. And we invited a wonderful guitarist that does an amazing guitar solo. It really kind of it brings that extra spice to the song, and it's when you hear it, with Raphael, yes. So it's just a great song.
Fantastic. Well, we've been getting a lot of requests from folks for Just Like. Tell us a little about this song.
That's Rebecca's favorite, yeah, by the way.
My favorite. Yeah, well, Just Like, it was, Ricardo and I met, like I told you, on compose.com. We met because he actually posted a track that I came across, but he was having another singer involved with the project. And I wasn't aware. And he was like, well, what do you tell me about your sound. So I sent him links to a few songs that I sung. And he goes, well, maybe, we'll, I'm going to be creating again Friday night. Maybe we'll work together. Mm-hmm. And he did. He created the music track. And I think, Ricardo, you said you did it in like 3 hours, right?
Yes, I did it. I did the guitars, bass, and drums, and in 3 hours, yeah. Actually, I sent it to Rebecca and went to bed, 3 a.m. I was when the people were, sleeping. Everybody here is sleeping, my wife, my kids. So I came to my office and then I made very quickly the song, and then I sent it to Rebecca and went to sleep. When I woke up in the other day, it was on my the vocals were in my mailbox. So when we put them together, wow, it was what you hear.
Yeah.
Now.
It was like kismet. It was like meant to be. You know, he created this track, and I sent him the vocals, and they just beautifully intertwined, and that is how the song was created. That's
amazing.
Awesome.
Wow. And so little time.
I know. It kind of it was. I'm sure it blew both of us away. I mean, he sent me back the finished track, and I was like, it just sounded so good.
Yeah, for me it was kind of lucky, you know, because it was on one of my first projects. Yes, I was trying to do something with another people, but not working so well, actually, like with Rebecca. And then it was really disruptive, you know, for me. And and this song, I think, has so much potential, you know, like the others. But this one is very special for us because it proved us that we can do, we need to, we need to take advantage of this low-hanging fruits, as the people say. Yeah?
Low-hanging fruit, yes.
Yeah, that's one low-hanging fruit, you know, in terms of art and music, in my point of view.
Fantastic.
And it started all this project,
Well, you guys are tremendous. I appreciate you guys making time for us today, and we're going to play some of your music, and thanks for being with us today here on KJAGradio.com.
All right, great. Thank you so much.
And thanks, Samantha, for joining us, my friend. This has been an honor to have you on
Samantha,
with these guys.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Don't forget to visit us on ricardoandrebecca.com so you can get all of our music and our links and everything to our videos, and you'll know exactly where to hear us.
Fantastic.
We also list all our events on there too. So when we're going to be launched on a new radio station, or like even this interview is announced on our webpage, so people can listen and be excited about the things that we are doing.
Awesome.
We'll have the link for you soon too.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent.
Yeah, we will get this to you.
Thank you very much for your support. Okay, we appreciate it very much. I was talking to Rebecca that you are lovely. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, guys, and Samantha, I will see you later on the Sunday show.
Yes. All right.
Thank you, my friends, and we are going to go to this song, Just Like, here on KJAGradio.com.
Just like the ocean kissed the shore, just like the breeze blows through doors, just like the bird flutters his wings, I reach for him, all of my just like the sun shines on earth, just like a baby cries at birth, just like the grass grows in the field, my love